All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Irvin Pena, but you probably know me as Irv Official. This is a channel dedicated to business, mindset, personal finance, entrepreneurship, you name it. We talk about it. And look, I decided to make this video of the highest paying jobs that I can come across because I see so many people either messaging me or commenting on my post, or really that I've seen just from around the way that are either my friends or some of my clients that are really looking for another way to either create more income for their lifestyles or are looking to get out of the rat race that they are in right now. And one last caveat before we get into this list that I think you guys should know is that I am a professional tax preparer, meaning I look at W-2s and 1099 miscellaneouses for a living. So I know who's earning the big bucks and I know who is not. So that's why I'm able to make statements like I just did earlier with those people that have college degrees making significantly less than some of the people within these fields that do not have a college degree. Now again, not bashing the college degree, but I did want you to know where this information is coming from, apart from the statistics that we'll be dropping. All right, let's jump into the first one. If you're a creative soul, this is for you. This is a photographer. Now with photography, you are able to, what I like about it is that you are able to venture out, meaning you're able to shoot weddings, you're able to shoot parties, you're able to shoot just, let's say, concerts, just athletes, just actors, just entertainment shots. And I like it because you're able to venture out and create so many different types of art within your structure and actually get paid for it. I know some people that just shoot weddings. I myself, when I was venue shopping and I was looking for a wedding photographer, I saw how much they charge and I said, I am in the wrong business, at least in my area, because I saw that they were charging anywhere between $3,500 to $6,000 for the day. Let's put that into perspective. A day for a photographer is right around 6 to 8 hours. If you know anything about weddings, you know that that's literally an all-day event, 12 to 14 hours for the day. If you want to catch the shot before the bride gets there to the part where they are literally leaving in their fancy car or the classic car saying just got married. That right there, at least for mine, it was about 12 hours. And so I saw that and I said, okay, where do I find my camera? Because I'm in the wrong business. You mean to tell me that I can make 7 to 8 grand in one day doing what I love? And the answer to that is yes. Again, it's going to depend on your experience and it's going to depend on your demand, but the money is there if you treat it, again, like we mentioned, like a business over just having a job. Number 2 is a personal trainer. I hold this one near and dear to my heart because I absolutely love fitness, even though sometimes it doesn't look like it when I look at myself in the camera. Like right now, I can maybe use a bit more shrugs here. Maybe I could bring my pectorals up a little bit more, maybe a little bit more incline presses. But anyways, besides the point, they're able to clear, and I've seen some of my guys and some of my gals that are within the fitness industry clear way over 6 figures. Now, if you're starting out, I wouldn't expect to clear 6 figures because you haven't built up the clientele just yet. But for this, you just need a certification. It depends how deep you actually want to go within the personal fitness space. One thing that I like about it is that you're able to build it like a business, meaning even during the pandemic, I've seen some of my friends absolutely crush it, where they were literally hosting Zoom or Facebook Live type of workouts where they would go on there for 45 minutes, or it was really pre-recorded in some cases, and they didn't have to be there. So it would be a 45-minute workout, 10 to 15 bucks to join, either a week or a session. If it was a session, let's say 10 people join, that's 150 bucks in 45 minutes. If I'm a personal trainer and I want to niche down, let me spell that out for you to see how it looks. I only want to deal with guys or male athletes, or people rather, that are within 25 to 30 years old that want to lose 15 pounds in the next 90 days. Let's go ahead and tighten that up a little more. That were previously college athletes that suffered an injury. That gets me a really tight niche. Why do I want a really tight niche? Because if I become the go-to guy for a smaller pond, then I'm a big fish in a small pond, meaning now I look bigger than what I really am, and that's marketing 101. And so when I'm able to do that, now I'm able to charge more because the demand is higher, rather than saying, I'm a personal trainer. Dude, having a personal training license in some states, in some areas, is like, especially in Miami for crying out loud, is like saying I have a driver's license. So if you are listening and you're a personal trainer, you want to really niche down on that, and you want to be a bigger fish in a smaller pond. That's how you start making significantly more money within these fields. Next on the list, we have HVAC. Now, this is a little bit more hands-on because this requires you to fix air conditioners and heaters. But again, this would always be in demand, especially during a pandemic when people are locked into their homes. They don't want to go outside. It's either freezing outside or it's cold outside. I said the same thing twice. It's either hot outside or it's cold outside, especially here in Florida where we have hot or hotter. That's it. It's literally less than 9 months to get your HVAC certification at a trade school or at a technical program. And look, again, the demand for this specific field is endless. Some of my guys that I do their taxes for are making anywhere between 60 to 70 grand out the gate. Number 4 is going to be social media influencer. Now, before you turn the video off, let me explain what this is done the right way. I'm not talking about the social media influencers that are pretty much 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers. You can be a micro influencer, meaning you have less than 10,000 followers, you have less than 5,000 followers, you have less than 10,000 subscribers on your channel. And I've seen them actually clear more money on those channels and on those platforms than some of these people with 1 million followers, because they actually have built the right audience. Meaning, if you are always recommending crap to your clients or crap to your followers that you know you don't even use yourself, they can smell that off of you, and it's reciprocal, meaning they're gonna be able to sense it out. But if I'm only, and I'm gonna use myself as an example, if people are reaching out to me to promote their products, but I do not fully stand behind it, I will turn it down, and I have turned down pretty much empty checks, meaning they've said, hey Irv, what do you charge? We're willing to work with you, whatever price it is. I've had to turn that down because I don't fully stand behind some of the products that they want me to advertise here on my channel, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, my Facebook like page. Social media influencers, if done right, they can work some of their affiliate deals. They can either get paid from YouTube, they can either get paid by appearances. They can easily clear 100 grand a year, again, if worked correctly and if treated like a business. So the next one on the list is one that I've dealt with myself, and that is a real estate broker. Now, being a real estate broker is awesome because you are able to not only create your own schedule, but you are also in and out of the office, especially if you like that nice little spice up during your day. Now, let me define the difference between a real estate broker and a real estate agent. I myself hold a real estate license. I'm not a real estate broker. The difference is that as a real estate broker, you manage the actual office and the agents under you. As a real estate agent, you are out there pretty much selling houses. You can have a team and you can get a portion of the commission from that. But for the most part, you are solo out there. You're selling, you're listing, you're helping people buy houses, you're helping people sell houses. Let's say the average price point is 200 grand at a 3% commission. You're making 6 grand. I've had months where I've made upwards of $24,000, $25,000 in 1 month just by selling homes. Now, if you are a broker and you decided to go ahead and take that route, you can maybe take a portion of the commission from each of those sales and still continue to sell on your own. Keep in mind, it is a little bit more work because you're overseeing people from legal issues and things like that. To become a real estate agent, at least in Florida, I think it's still 62 hours. It could have changed. I last took the test about 4, maybe 5 years ago. And then to renew it, it's every 2 years. It drops down to 45 hours. And then after that, I think it's like 13 hours, which is pretty cool, or really not a lot of time for the amount of money that you can actually make. Some of the taxes that I've done for people are upwards of 200, even 300 grand, and that's not uncommon, especially here in Florida, to make that kind of money as a real estate agent. Next on the list, we have computer IT. If you are into computers and you are into programming and you're into pretty much helping people solve their problems, that is a complete different language. I know that that course or that licensing is definitely less than 1 year. I have a lot of friends that they've opened up their own computer shops, again, hopping in over to that B quadrant where they are able to build their businesses out. You can still stay within the venture of just having a job or a career with it. It'll be a little bit less money than having your own business, but that opportunity is there. And just like what's been going on with the pandemic, you're literally able to still fix people's computers without having that face-to-face interaction and still have that social distancing. Whatever that new normal looks like, you'll probably be looking at this video 2-3 years from today and wondering, what the heck is he talking about? Social distancing. Hey, look, for the record, we're in a freaking pandemic. It's 2020. Everyone's going crazy. So if you're in 2020 and you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Number 7 on the list is app developer. When you are an app developer, you're really solving some big problems, because not only are you able to develop software that helps people either with their shopping experience or helps people either maybe create some type of list for them to be able to create to then sell products to clients through there, but you're also able to create really something out of thin air, which ultimately allows you to gather information and gather data points, which we know is the most important thing when it comes to sales, when you have data points. Now, I personally am not an app developer. I know very little about it, but I have seen people in that space that have literally developed an app, took them less than 5 years, really less than 3 years, and then turned around back and sold it for about 10 million bucks. that is a huge profit margin within 3 years of work for a $10 million cash out. I mean, if you ask me, that is absolutely bonkers, especially if it requires no college education, no college training. It just requires for you to go to coding school and get certified for that. Some people have it naturally, but I think that if you back that natural ability up with obviously some coding ability and some actual technical skills, that's when the ball game takes off. All right, so last on the list, we have insurance brokers, and you can take so many different avenues. When you're an insurance broker, you can literally become a life insurance broker, you become a house insurance, auto insurance, health insurance. You can become all of those, but really you want to start sticking to at least one or two of those, just because it becomes, as you build out your clientele, it gets a little harder for you to actually manage all of these people unless you're running a big office where now you have a bunch of assistants taking over your calls. But here's what ends up happening. And one thing that I really like about the insurance game is that once you build out enough clientele and once you've, let's say, sold insurance for a year or two, you then start having residuals. I myself have friends that have $15,000, even $20,000 a month coming in from residuals. Residuals is pretty much money that you worked for in the first half, so you pretty much front loaded your entire career, and then going into year 2, even year 3, it's now paying you really in perpetuity, and you're pretty much getting paid royalties on all the work that you actually did, which I really enjoy. That passive style of income. So if you enjoy passive income, and if you actually enjoy getting paid your worth for the amount of work that you actually do, I would highly check it out. And there you have it, all 8 fields that are really the highest paying fields that I can come across. I'm sure that there's way more out there, but for the purposes of the video, I didn't want it to be too long. Check this out. If you're anything like me and you hate having a ceiling, not a physical ceiling, I'm talking about a ceiling on your income, then I would highly recommend for you guys to take a look at these different fields, because it's really going to be up to you if you want to make $1 million a year or if you just want to make 100 grand a year. It's going to come down to your work ethic. There's nothing that pleases me more knowing that I have full control of, if I work harder, I make more, rather than even if I work harder, I'm still capped at 25, 26 bucks an hour. And look, if that's you and you want to stay there, that's fine. But if you're, again, like me and you don't like having that ceiling, you like the drive, you like building, you like having different sources of income, then I would highly check those out. Once again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more information just like this each and every single week. Tap that little notification bell if you're already subscribed so that you can get notified every time new content is dropping like this each and every single day. Hit that like button because it does help this information in this video get in front of more people that can use it just like you. Once again, my name is Irvin Pena, but you probably know me as Irvofficial. Until next time, everyone, we'll see ya.